world of esoteric symbols, far away from the real world, only able to interact with the real world via a chain of intermediaries. Pure mathematics leads to applied mathematics, leads to science, leads to engineering, medicine, etc., leads to the numerical world. Instead, we should branch out from this narrow, linear, incomplete view of math to use it in a much broader and hence more widely applicable sense. Mathematics in school may well be mostly about numbers and equations, but higher-level mathematics is about how to think, and in this way it is applicable to the entire human world, not just the part involving numbers. Pure mathematics leads to applied mathematics, leads to science, leads to engineering, medicine, etc., leads to the numerical world. But pure mathematics can also lead to how to think, which leads to the human world. Mathematics helps us to think more clearly, but it doesn't tell us what to think, and nor will I in this book. Contrary to how it might seem, math isn't about right and wrong, and nor are most arguments. They're about the sense in which something is right and wrong, depending on world views. If people disagree, it's often a result of different points of view stemming from different fundamental beliefs, not that one is right and the other is wrong. If the idea of mathematics and logic seems remote and abstract to you, you are right. Mathematics and logic are remote and abstract. But I will argue that the abstraction has a purpose, and that broad applicability is one of the powerful consequences. The remoteness of mathematics also has a purpose. Taking a step back enables us to focus on important principles and think more clearly about them before putting the messy human details back in. And we will put those details back in. We will analyze and illuminate messy, controversial, divisive issues such as sexism, racism, privilege, harassment, fake news, and more. Logic does not resolve these issues, but clarifies the terms in which we should have the discussion. So, I certainly won't be telling you what the conclusion of those arguments should be, but rather how to have the argument in the first place. In this book, I will show the power of logic, but also its limitations, so that we can use its power responsibly as well as effectively. In the first part, I'll look at how we use logic to verify and establish the truth by building clear, irrefutable arguments. In the second part, I'll look at where logic breaks down and can't help us anymore. As with any tool, we should not try to push logic beyond its limits, and so, in the last part of the book, I'll look at what we should do instead. Crucially, we need to bring emotions in too. First, to find our way to the logic, and then to convey it to others. Logic makes our arguments rigorous, but emotions make them convincing. In the so-called post-truth world, truth seems to be accessed largely by emotions rather than logic. This sounds like it might be bad for rationality, but I will argue that it doesn't have to be a bad thing as long as emotions are working with logic rather than working against it. Emotions and logic do not have to be enemies. Logic works perfectly in the abstract mathematical world, but life is more complicated than that. Life involves humans, and humans have emotions. Here, in this beautiful and messy world of ours, we should use emotions to back up logic, and logic to understand emotions. I firmly believe that when we use emotions and logic together, each working to their own strengths and not beyond them, we can think more clearly, communicate more effectively, and achieve a deeper and more compassionate understanding of our fellow human beings. That is the true art of logic. Part 1. The Power of Logic. Chapter 1. Why logic? The world is a vast and complicated place. If we want to understand it, we need to simplify it.